Stephanie French is running for Raleigh County Magistrate Division 2. Like many other politicians, she has signs all around Raleigh County advertising her campaign. However, for a few months now, someone has been stealing and vandalizing her signs.
I've had several signs literally come up missing. We've had close to 50 of the small yard signs that have come up missing. And a lot of the larger signs that are in like the 2x4 frames, they're the ones that's being defaced.
The signs aren't cheap to produce either. French claims her campaign has spent $5,000 on signs like these, and having dozens of them come up missing has been a huge hindrance for her.
All the candidates, they have to spend a lot of money in order to do this. Between your signs and the lumber that it takes to build them, and then of course your time and effort to go put them out.
Some may think that messing with signs is just a harmless prank, but technically it's still destruction of property and theft, and the vast amount of money put into the signs puts a lot of stress on the candidates whenever they come up missing. According to French, the Raleigh County Sheriff's Department is working with her to find out who's responsible, and they're making some progress.
Fortunately, last night, one of them that they got in Beaver actually has a traffic camera that is faced towards it. It also has like a bank and a few businesses that also have security cameras around it. The local sheriff's department today is going to go try to secure that footage and see if they can find an individual that's responsible.
To French, the signs are more than just advertising. They're a way to reach out and be a part of the community. She says that the community has been great at reaching out to her whenever her signs end up missing, and she says that common courtesy like that is typically the right thing to do, even in a subject as tricky as politics.
When I'm out doing my signs and I see someone else's sign that's been knocked over or blown over, you know, I will be courteous enough because it's the right thing to do to put it back up. You know, and I only hope that someone else would give me that same common courtesy.
The Sheriff's Department has been working to find the person responsible for stealing and defacing the signs for a while now, and French hopes that with the traffic cameras in Beaver, they'll be able to find out who's responsible soon, especially with Election Day coming up in just a few weeks. This has been Jacob Comer reporting for WOAY Newswatch.
Stephanie French says that she does plan to prosecute whenever the Sheriff's Department finds who is responsible. Well, tomorrow is the registration deadline to vote for the primary election. This Tuesday, May 19th, is the last day to register, change your address, or party affiliation. Raleigh County Voters Registration Office will be open tomorrow until 4:30 p.m. Voters can also register online tomorrow until midnight.
The 19th is the last day that you can register to vote in this primary election, and the last day that you can make any changes like updating your addresses, changing party, anything of that nature. Tomorrow is the last day that you can do that.
For more information on how to register, contact your local registration office. And today, Governor Justice announced what could reopen during Week 5 as part of West Virginia Strong, the Comeback. Week 5 will begin on Tuesday, May 26th, and includes indoor malls under strict guidelines, state park cabins and lodges to in-state residents, indoor and outdoor bars at 50% capacity, museums and visitor centers, and zoos.
I want to make sure we take care of our people first and foremost, and all of us are subject to, all of these things are subject to change, and we all should know that this is such a fluid situation that our medical experts are going to be constantly monitoring, and all these things are somewhat subject to change.
Week 4 begins this Thursday, May 21st. Well, today kicked off another phase of reopening across the state, and this phase included gyms. Newswatch reporter Anna Saunders spoke with one local owner and manager about what to expect at Active Fitness in Oak Hill.
I would get messages upon messages. When can we get back? I want to get back. I want to do this. You know, people tell me how depressed they were. Even myself, like I was not myself, not being able to come in here because I wasn't even allowed to use the facility and being one of the owners. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of mental. And I've been back at it for 5 days now, and I can tell a huge difference.
So people can start getting back into their gym routine, but some things have definitely changed as new guidelines have been put forth to make sure everyone is staying safe.
You'll see everybody wearing a mask. As you come in, they take your temperature. They go through all the guidelines and everything for you. You have to sign the waiver that you've read them and you agree with them.
Each gym goer will also get their own rag and bottle of cleaner. Even in the CrossFit gym, you will find that each person has their own marked off space. And Payne understands that there might be some frustration and apprehension associated with wearing a mask and working out. But Active Fitness has put up a plastic covering in front of their cardio machines so people can bring their masks down when doing those types of workouts. The gym has gone down to a 40% capacity and is using an online schedule to ensure spread out times.
We do want them to use the scheduler because that's provided for them to go in and pick up their workout times. But that don't mean you can't stop by and see if it's not at its capacity and to come in. So for anybody out there who just wants to run by and see, like, we haven't been at capacity yet.
Right now, their hours are Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Reporting in Oak Hill, I'm Anna Saunders, Newswatch.
And they are doing senior citizen hours on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to noon. Well, the YMCA of Southern West Virginia announced that its planning committee for the proposed $30 million new facility is too costly and too big to operate, and therefore will not be moving forward to the construction phase of the project. The focus will instead be directed toward the remodeling, revitalization, and relaunching of the existing Y. The #1 priority in the near term will be complete remodel of the top floor, which will include an expanded wellness center with new state-of-the-art cardio equipment and an open floor plan. Work is already underway and it is expected to be completed over the next 6 weeks. The facility is available for members again in July or late summer, and there will be a slow opening. Well, the Wyoming County Health Department confirmed its third positive COVID-19 case. The health department says the individual is working with the health department and appropriate protocols are being followed. This confirmation brings the overall COVID-19 positive totals to 3. 1 case has recovered while 2 cases are still active. The Wyoming County Health Department has completed the necessary contact tracing to ensure the safety of close contacts and to prevent new transmission. The public is advised to continue with recommended public health measures to reduce the risk of infection. Meanwhile, the DHHR reported as of 5 o'clock today there have been 77,760 lab results received for COVID-19, with 1,502 positive, 76,258 negative, and 68 deaths. The DHHR has confirmed the death of an 86-year-old female from Kanawha County. And while a boil water advisory has been issued for the Page-Kincaid PSD area, residents have reached out to WOAY about their water color, which is brown, as you can see. Officials tell us there is a leak causing very low tank levels, and they are trying to locate it. The boil water notice is in effect until further notice. But before drinking the water, bring it to a boil. Let it boil for a minute and then let it cool before using it. Well, like many other restaurants in the state, the Tamarack is expected to reopen this Thursday, but will have a few changes. Leah Dunmeyer, a marketing director with Tamarack, says the business had plans to change how they operate since before the pandemic even began, so they'll use time while they've been closed to change things up.
Before it was kind of a cafeteria style, and obviously with the new guidelines that's not going to work anymore, and we were actually kind of reinventing this before things closed down. So it's kind of worked out, in our favor. Now instead of the cafeteria style, it will be, you come up, order, take a seat, and someone brings you your food.
The Tamarack will also be encouraging social distancing, and their vendors will have many new products available. And the Hatfield and McCoy have been closed since late March, and they are finally expected to reopen this week. Many businesses depend on the trail and its patrons for income, so the reopening is expected to be good for local commerce. Executive Director of the Hatfield and McCoy Regional Recreation Authority, Jeffrey Lusk, says he's excited to see the trail reopen.
Will have been 62 days since we closed, and we have a lot of lodging providers and businesses that depend on the trail riders, and we are really excited about this opportunity to reopen and get those guests coming back to Southern West Virginia and patronizing our businesses.
The trail will reopen this Thursday, May 21st. Well, still to come on Newswatch at 6, how Fayette County is teaming up to still honor graduating seniors. Plus, find out how a local car club is adapting to an unusual summer season. But first, Chief Meteorologist Tyler Barker up next with your forecast. Newswatch at 6, coming right back.
When I first drew the Shawnee Sports Complex on a napkin, they said it couldn't be done. We built it on time and on budget. Then we passed paid family leave for Kanawha County workers to protect families when they need it most, like right now. I'm Ben Solanko. Leaders bring people together to get things done, even if it's hard, and especially during a crisis. As governor, I'll rebuild the economy and put our people back to work. Until then, stay safe.
King Cole can put you in a vehicle that's dependable, affordable, and exactly what you need. We can help you over the phone, online, or at our King Cole dealership. Take the short drive to Oak Hill, get a payment on a 2020 crew cab as low as $489 per month. Or how about a 2020 Chevy Trax for $239 per month and no payments for 120 days?
We've taken the proper precautions at our dealership to keep you safe during this crisis.
King Cole Chevrolet in Oak Hill. Online at KingColeChevy.com. Get your best deal every day at King Cole Chevrolet. Find new roads with Chevrolet.
You're ready to drive again, and not just to the neighborhood store. In a new Honda, you can enjoy the open road with powerful performance. And your money can go farther too, because Honda holds its value better than any other auto brand. Your Honda dealer is offering flexibility, like shopping online, so you can purchase with confidence. Get your new Honda today. KBB.com's 2020 Best Value Brand.
New medical evidence suggests a link between long-term use of Zantac and breast cancer, as well as these cancers: stomach, small intestine, prostate, colorectal, esophageal, liver, bladder, pancreatic, leukemia, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and multiple myeloma. The FDA has recalled over-the-counter and prescription Zantac. If you or a loved one has taken Zantac, you may be entitled to compensation. Call the law firm of Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler at 1-800-822-5667. That's 1-800-822-5667.
The truth about disgraced former Judge Richard Neely? He resigned as Chief Justice after firing his taxpayer-funded secretary for refusing to babysit his young son and ordering his staff to pick up his laundry and type his books. And Neely once said society would be better off if women stayed home with their children. The Supreme Court doesn't need a repeat of Neely's corruption, embarrassment, and incompetence. No on Neely. Paid for by Republican State Leadership Committee Judicial Fairness Initiative. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Come home to WOAY.
Well, a good Monday evening. We've had a few showers out there today. Not many of us seeing a whole lot of activity, but that's going to change as we go into the overnight hours and especially into tomorrow. You'll start to see the radar beginning to fill back in as we go into the overnight hours. And notice as we go into that 4 a.m. window, we still have some scattered showers that will be around. Notice temperatures, they're going to start to drop. It won't be too bad overnight tonight. We'll see upper 50s and low 60s, but unfortunately, we will not warm into the 70s tomorrow. We're going to keep our temperatures in the 50s. Futurecast showing that those showers begin to fill in as we go into early Tuesday, and you'll notice we will have some pockets of some moderate rain tomorrow. They will be hit or miss. Notice there will be breaks in the activity, so it's not going to rain the entire day. It will probably feel like it, probably be mist and drizzle. There will be times that we have some moderate showers that move overhead, and in the next few hours it may be dry. And that's going to be kind of the same situation on Wednesday as we still see this fetch of moisture kind of move overhead, and it's going to keep us unsettled as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday and likely even into Thursday. So the rainfall is highest as we go after midnight tonight and through about lunchtime tomorrow, and then things will level off a little bit. We'll see more like of a scattered type shower chance out there, and then notice we'll continue to see that. Our flood threat for overnight tonight, there's a marginal risk as you go into eastern Monroe, eastern and the southern part of Mercer County, down into Tazewell, and then the southern part of McDowell County. As we go into tomorrow, that marginal threat starts to move northward, and you can also see most of us are included in that as we go into Tuesday. And notice on Wednesday, we're all under that threat for some marginal flood risk. Notice Monroe County is in that slight risk. The worst of the flooding, I do think, will stay just to our south and just off to the east. So good news there. The reason we have this pattern is high pressures to the north, Arthur off the coast, it has nowhere to go, and then we've also got this low pressure system that has nowhere to go either, so it's just going to kind of sit and spin over the southeastern states for several days, pretty much in the entire week this week. So that's going to keep us unsettled. Rainfall amounts, the European model showing the latest 2 to as much as 3 inches. Notice there's some isolated pockets that are showing up as 4 inches across parts of Mercer County. So for Princeton and Bluefield, we will have to watch this area, but notice the higher totals look to stay just off to the east, which will be good news for us. The GFS model kind of showing the same situation. South of I-64, a good bet you'll be closer to that 3-inch mark. Isolated 4-inch totals not out of the question. North of I-64, we're on that 1 to 3-inch line. Notice the heavier totals, even on the GFS, look to stay just off to the east. And when I say heavier totals, I'm talking 5 to as much as 8 inches of rain, which we do not need here. So we are still watching some heavy rain pockets Monday through Thursday, 1 to 3 inches with isolated 4-inch amounts. Also got some very windy conditions moving in Tuesday, lasting into Wednesday and Thursday. We could see gusts approaching 50 miles an hour in some isolated areas. So that's something we're going to have to watch as well. Your 7-day, 58 on Tuesday, 56 on Wednesday, 63 Thursday. There is times that we may see a little bit of sun from here and there, but most of that's going to hold off until Friday. Showers and storms continue. Temperatures warming, though, into the weekend back into the 70s.
Well, still to come on Newswatch at 6, the decision to cancel all the Beckley event pools this summer.
This house really needs a facelift.
It sure does.
Window World's got this.
You can choose from hundreds of colors and styles to create the perfect home.
Window World's Energy Star rated windows, stylish doors and siding will improve the value of your home.
With 0% financing up to 18 months, it's time to get started.
So call now so your home can be the best in the neighborhood. Window World,
America's #1 home improvement company.
You've worked hard this year, seniors. WOAY TV and these area sponsors would like to say, job well done. Congratulations, class of 2020, from WOAY TV and these area sponsors.
No two law firms are exactly alike. We are Farmer, Klein, and Campbell.
The respect we command comes from our service to this community.
The passion that we bring to our work for you is what sets us apart. We're your neighbors, your friends.
Your familiar shield against bad insurance companies.
We're over 50 strong and all about you. There's no substitute for Farmer, Klein, and Campbell.
We're all about helping you.
Farmer, Klein, and Campbell is the way to go. Call 252-5990.
Anthony Ciliberti is the right choice to be elected as the next prosecuting attorney of Fayette County. As a former Fayette County assistant prosecutor, Anthony Ciliberti frequently prosecuted murder and other serious felony crimes. Anthony Ciliberti has proven he will be fair but firm in his unwavering pursuit of justice. Anthony Ciliberti has a proven record of representing the interests of the citizens of Fayette County, and he can be relied on to accomplish the task as our next prosecuting attorney.
I'm Anthony Ciliberti, candidate for prosecuting attorney. On June 9th, I would appreciate your support and your vote.
Welcome back to Newswatch at 6. Well, the Fayette County Board of Education and the City of Oak Hill have teamed up to honor Oak Hill High School's senior class. Today, city employees began putting up banners of the graduates along Main Street. Each banner will feature one senior on each side from the class of 2020.
We wanted to do something. City Council was very receptive to the idea. City Council bought into it. So we have teamed with the Fayette County Board of Education to put up banners of all the graduating high school seniors in the city of Oak Hill. It's the least we could do.
The graduating class has about 130 seniors. Well, typically the West Virginia Class Car Club in Fayetteville is getting ready for their summer season of car shows and fairs at festivals. But because of several cancellations and postponed events, they are now looking at doing a mobile cruise through. The club is planning on doing the first one this Saturday through Oak Hill and do it every Saturday for the rest of the summer.
We can drive our cars, enjoy them, let other people see them, and just get that little bit of essence that, we're missing out on right now.
Lineup will begin at 4 p.m. and the cruise will take off at 5 at the old Kmart and will come down to 19 and through downtown Oak Hill off the Euler Avenue exit. And still to come on Newswatch at 6, what to keep in mind during National Boat Safety Week.
Get in touch with me directly. My cell phone is 304-610-6512. Our campaign is different. We're the only campaign that doesn't take corporate PAC or lobbyist money. The answers we need have always been inside of us.
Paid for by Smith for West Virginia.
Turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Steve Slockett is a candidate for election to the Fayette County Board of Education. Slockett is a strong professional leader that is not afraid to make tough decisions. Slockett is a fiscally responsible businessman that knows the value of teamwork. Slockett believes in an equal quality education for all students. Slockett encourages the public to assist him in providing a better school system for our children. Vote for Steve Slockett for re-election to the Fayette County Board of Education.
Follow today's top stories on our Facebook page, WOAY, working for you.
Welcome back to Newswatch. Well, the city of Beckley recently made the decision to not reopen public pools for the season. Normally, the pools would be open on Memorial Day weekend and stay open throughout the summer, but they decided to keep them closed based on the recommendations of the CDC. Leslie Baker, director of Beckley Parks and Recreation, says staying healthy during a pandemic while at the public pool is not an easy task.
They want you to maintain social distancing. They say masks if possible, but masks are not really good then if they become wet or damp. So that's kind of an issue. How do you stay dry at a pool? And then social distancing with a lot of children is very difficult.
The pools will likely remain closed throughout the rest of the year. And today is the start of National Safe Boating Week. Newswatch reporter Shakira Hawkins talked to a representative from Ace Adventure Resort on the importance of water safety.
This week marks National Safe Boating Week, a nationwide effort to increase boating safety.
It's also really important if you're out on the water, if you're near the water, to always wear a life jacket or a PFD. Even if you're a good swimmer, that's still really important because especially on rivers, water can move fast and you can get swept away.
Now that whitewater rafting attractions like Ace Adventure Resort are reopening this week, many are anxious to get back on the water. But the resort says they want everyone to have fun safely.
And then also just be aware of your surroundings. That's always super, super important, especially when you're dealing with water.
With a late start to rafting season due to COVID-19, resorts are expected to see a spike this boating season.
So definitely with the new river and with whitewater, some people think that it's totally safe to just go out there. But again, the current can be moving really quickly and it can be very dangerous and you can get swept away. So again, if you're out in the rapids, it's definitely, you need to be with a guide, you need to be in a boat and not just go swimming in whitewater.
Reporting in Oak Hill for Newswatch, I'm Shakira Hawkins.
The resort is now booking reservations. Well, Tyler's in after the break with a final look at the forecast.
If you can't work because of an illness or injury, call Reginald D. Henry, attorney at law. Social Security, disability, or SSI benefits may be available to you. Reginald D. Henry can help you navigate this complex system and keep you informed. The law firm of Reginald D. Henry understands the Social Security system well. We know the medical evidence needed for your case. We understand how frustrated you feel and want to help. Don't face the system alone. Call Reginald D. Henry at 304-255-6566.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free APR financing for 84 months on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. And when you do, your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers, so you can find new roads with confidence.
This week, as families struggle with the economics and the risks of America's reopening, what a new normal could really mean. With stakes this high, World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and now the most watched program in America.
Hi, Southern West Virginia. This is Chase Barton. I wanted to invite everyone to come see me at my new home in Danville, West Virginia at Stevens Auto Center. We've got the best prices and selections on new Fords, Chryslers, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep. Plus, we've got over 100 pre-owned vehicles with more arriving daily. And don't forget to shop us online at stevensauto.com.
So come see us at Stevens Auto Center, where you'll get the best deals you'll ever see, just minutes from Charleston down Corridor G.
If you suddenly experience the worst headache of your life or sharp sudden pain behind your eyes, do not ignore it. Please seek immediate emergency attention. It's time to shed some light on brain aneurysms.
The Lisa Colagrassi Foundation.
At New River Community and Technical College, we're here for you. The COVID-19 pandemic may have changed how we operate, but our mission hasn't changed. If you're looking for a new career, we can help you. You'll get hands-on experience so you can climb higher, make sparks, tune it up, improve the process, get it running, work it out, or get creative. Connect with opportunity at the college in your community. New River Community and Technical College. Apply online today.
Are you looking for the perfect flowers to landscape your yard? Go to Castos Greenhouses in Oak Hill, where you can find amazing hanging baskets in various sizes and all your flowering plants that are locally grown. Check out our hearty selection of vegetables, sure to please any gardener. Let our friendly, knowledgeable staff help you complete all your planting needs. Castos Greenhouses in Oak Hill, 1 mile off Route 19 at the end of Summerlee Road. It's worth the drive.
Your 7-day forecast: windy tomorrow, 58 for a high, 80% chance of rain. And then showers continue Wednesday, rain into Thursday as well. Notice it's windy Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures are much cooler, but we will warm back up into the weekend, into the 70s. Overnight lows are going to be dipping into the 40s, but moving back into the 50s. We will have to watch for some isolated flooding concerns, 1 to 3 inches on average, with some isolated pockets seeing 4 inches.
Well, that's all the time we have for News Watch at 6. World News is next, and we'll see you back here at 11 o'clock.